You're watching News First. It's time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day.
The Pathfinder Foundation highlights the need for Sri Lanka to integrate into a global economy if it is to maintain an economic growth of over 8%. The foundation says that economic growth cannot be maintained by merely strengthening the domestic economy. The Pathfinder Foundation points out that it is important to focus attention on connecting with supply chains of Asian countries such as India, China, Bangladesh, Singapore and Korea rather than focusing on single country products.
As of recently, the Pathfinder Foundation, as an independent, non-partisan think tank, has been promoting the idea of or need for Sri Lanka to integrate into a global economy, and particularly the fast expanding and emerging Asian economies, so that the growth momentum can be maintained. In the world today, there are no single country product other than those who are not traded in the market. Almost all the products in the developed world as well as in the emerging economies are produced either in 2 or 3 countries, maybe sometimes in 10-15 countries. Therefore, Pathfinder Foundation has been in recent its policy briefs has been promoting the idea of Sri Lanka getting into a much more globalized environment, simply because unless otherwise we do that, we will not be able to and will maintain or achieve and maintain in the long run a higher level of growth, say for example 8% or more rate of growth.
Yet another phase of the Sajith Premadasa Sahana Yatra was held in Suryavava today.
Aid was distributed among area residents of Bedigamthote in Suryavava who were affected by the recent floods.
It was the Premadasas who were able to provide you with a roof above your heads and peace of mind. I am happy to say that the Premadasas are ready to provide relief to all those who have been affected by the floods in the country. The Premadasas have always distributed aid to the innocent people. We are not distributing aid to fill our own pockets or feed ourselves. We are providing aid to the innocent people of the country.
අපි මේ බෙදාගෙන යන්නේ රටේ දුක්ඛිත ජනතාවට.
Although these first to fourth year students, for whom the Vikramaraja Science Institute in Gamba had been declared a prohibited zone since the 4th of this month, were given the opportunity to enter the premises on the 21st, they refrained from doing so. This is because the administration of the institution had limited the implementation of one of the conditions of the reopening of the university to words only. Incidentally, the administration accepted the condition in question and issued letters of reinstatement yesterday to 3 third-year students who had been suspended. The director of the institution had promised parents with whom she held discussions with last Friday that these students would be reinstated. Since this proved to be an empty promise, although the institution was reopened on the 21st, no academic activity whatsoever has taken place so far. The institution was closed on the 4th of this month at a time when year-end examinations were being held for all students. This announcement, which notes that the examinations will recommence on the 28th of January, shows that the administration needs some time to replan the examination. Is it fair for such a need to arise? Just as the administration needs time to reorganize the examinations, the students too have a right to be informed of any changes with sufficient time to spare. The information that the students require is fairly simple. What is the timetable for these examinations? According to the notice, the examinations are to commence on Monday under an amended timetable. Since tomorrow is also holiday, steps should have been taken to issue the timetable at least today. However, the administration treating the amended timetable like classified documents shows that the statements made by these students to Action TV on a prior occasion are not baseless.
These examinations are like jokes. If we have an exam tomorrow, they inform us about it today.
Last Friday, the director of the institution also expressed similar views to the students' evaluation of this examination.
The administration of the Kalina University decided not to allow 8 students to sit for the examination. Students don't know whether these marks were given after the answer scripts were corrected or not. This is only known to the lecturers.
Shouldn't steps be taken to inquire into whether the administration of this institution, which is attempting to hold disciplinary inquiries to maintain trust in its organization, is planning to release the amended timetable for examinations slated to commence on Monday after the examinations have concluded? Wouldn't such measures restore public trust in higher education? Chairman of the University Grants Commission, this one is over to you.
The media reported today that former Test cricket captain Sanat Jayasuriya was appointed as chairman of the Sri Lanka Cricket Selection Committee. However, when Sports first made inquiries from Jayasuriya, he said that he was not officially informed of the appointment.
Minister of Sports Mahinda Aluthgamage said the official decision on who will be appointed as a chairman of the Sri Lanka Cricket Selection Committee will be revealed on Monday. However, sources at the Ministry of Sports confirmed that Sanat Jayasuriya was appointed as the chairman of the Sri Lanka Cricket Selection Committee. Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket Upali Dharmadasa, Secretary Nishant Ranatunga and Chief Executive Officer Ajit Jayasekara said that they have not been notified of such an appointment.
Chairman of the Sri Lanka Billiard and Snooker Association, Shafiq Rajabdeen, has been appointed as the Deputy Chairman of the Asian Billiard and Snooker Association.
As President of the Billiard and Snooker Association of Sri Lanka, I am honoured to be elected as the Vice President of the Asian Billiard and Snooker Association. The Asian Snooker and Billiard Association, which is comprising of 34 countries, has grown in stature in the last few years. It is a duty as the Vice President to look into all future championships, whether in the Asian region or in the world region, bringing professionalism into the game. As Sri Lanka Billiard and Snooker Association is very honoured that the Sri Lanka is sitting in the Vice President chair of the Asian Confederation of Billiard Sports.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of your Primetime News Bulletin. I'm Shane Silva.
And I'm Mahina Bongso. It was a pleasure having you with us here as always. Have a great weekend ahead. Good night.